white boys in the NICU are called wimpy white boys. And the reason why is because they have a lower survival rate than their female and minority counterparts. And I think that really translates into the world today, because what we're seeing, the reason we're in the situation we're in with Christian nationalism and the manosphere and red pill is because white boys got beat at all their games. They literally, and I'm not saying it was my husband or his father, I'm saying the system was set up to benefit white men, and minorities and women started to fight for our rights, and people agreed we were a product of society. We should be helping society. We should be further.
All right, hey yo, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and others of Great Millstone. Much respect to you brothers out on the highways and byways, pushing this truth with fear and sincerity, and shalom to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Chalakar come back at you with another video. This is Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. It says, therefore hear now this, that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none beside me, none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in a day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thy enchantments. Right, and the sorceries and the enchantments, Esau Edom, right, forged his way to the top. Used pseudoscience, used tactics to push him, make himself a god, pretty much, make himself, more than what he truly is, which he just was created to be the wicked, right? He deceived all the nations. He deceived everyone. He made everyone drink of that wine, and now everybody is waking up from that hangover. And this devil has been exposed on every level. His women don't want him. People are starting to understand. Even his women is calling him out, right? His women is calling him out. You got other Edomites calling themselves, calling him out. It's looking really bad for E. And we know what E gonna do. E gonna come down with great wrath, because he knows that, hey, this is the end, right? Right. Even when he goes to fight Yahweh Shah in the clouds, the Lord gonna put a spirit on him, to fight, to pretty much go all out, right? And the Lord gonna put a spirit on him now to do the same thing before he get to there, right? Just like Revelation 12:12 says, rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in the heavens, and woe to the inhabitants of the sea, for the devil has come down on you having great wrath, because he knows it has a short time, right? This devil is running out of patience. He can't get out of war. He's just dragging himself more and more to war through them small hats, and he's just been exposed on every level, right? Going up to the top of this, Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All this devil have left is this new world order he has to push, which comes with that chip. That's his last straw, the last thing he can pull. Verse 2 says, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, right? And that's when Yahweh Shah comes back. He's coming back as an angelic force. He's not coming back like he did 2,000 years ago on a donkey, tender, meek. He's coming back with vengeance, right? As the book of Revelation says, every eye shall see him, even the ones that pierced him. So the ones that even pierced him are gonna see our Lord too. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 13. It says, "For thou said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also among the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." Right? And that's what Esau did. He forged his own ideology in the earth, right? Coming through the Renaissance, the rebirth, right, of the fallen Roman Empire, right? Remember in Revelation 20, it says that, here, let's get it. Revelation 20, that deadly wound was healed. Revelation 20:1, it says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand." Right, and that's Yahweh Shah, that angel. It says, "And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years." That's when this devil, right, during the dark ages, right, was pushed up in those Caucasus mountains. Right, it says, "And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years be fulfilled. And after that he must be loose a little season." And this devil is in his little season now, but his little season is coming to a complete disastrous end. Crash and burn, right? Just a crash and burn. And it just looks so bad, man. Right, and even the scriptures say, the Lord said, "I judge 10 things that I'll be happy in my heart: to love his children and the fall of the enemies." Right? We're sitting back looking at this and, rejoicing, because this is the end of this man's reign. We're in the last seconds of his reign, and we can see it, clear as day. The writing is on the wall, so to speak. Like it says in Daniel, the 5th chapter. It says, but no, that was the point I wanted to make. He should be loose for a little season. Right, and like I said, he's in that little season now to deceive the nations. He did a wonderful job. Right, because a lot of people are drunk off that Christianity, and then once you leave Christianity, you don't want to believe in anything else. You want to believe in yourself. You want to do this. You want to do that. The God of the universe, the God of this, the God of that. I'm atheist, right? The Catholic Church, it's deceived a lot of people, and Esau Edom gonna have to pay for that, right? But he's on his way out. Like I said, even his women don't want to deal with him. I'll show you something real quick.
White girls get stolen by black men. Yeah. He offered me Starbucks.
I caught one.
He offered me Starbucks.
I caught one.
I accepted.
Finally.
Dear black men, us white women love you.
It's one race you will not date.
I really don't like white boys.
You don't like white boys?
No.
Hell, they're not going to cancel you for that. I don't blame you. I don't either.
No,
What's your type?
I love a black boy with drive.
She likes them big. She likes a horse. Woo! She got this cowgirl gonna ride a horse. You gonna ride a horse tonight?
Not tonight, but when I get home.
When you get home. Oh, how big is it? Tell me.
It's like,
woo!
What is the most attractive race?
Black. I just love happy Black History Month. I just love my black kings, and I don't know.
Are you a mud shark?
A what?
A mud shark.
See, and Esau keep throwing that word mud shark, and that's not even. It's not even a cool insult. It's not even a catchy insult. It's dry. It's lame. But Esau loved to call his woman a mud shark because she don't want to deal with him anymore, and that's part of the curses, man. Right? When your woman don't want to deal with you, right? The Lord is reversing these curses, and once your women start to go, it's a wrap. Right? The serpent got Eve, right, in the garden, and it was a wrap. This Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7, "And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, and who persecuted us. Esau, Edom, and these other nations. So best believe in the kingdom of heaven, shit, right now, we're going to have the best of you women. I mean, not right now, but your women, all you women, right? All the women of the nations are going to be flocking to Jake, right? They're going to be flocking to the Israelite man, and especially in our glory, right, in the kingdom of heaven, right? We're going to have the best of the best. Believe that. So all you simp ass niggas that black only this and that and none of that, shut your bitch ass up. You don't have a ruling class mentality. That's why we don't want to talk with niggas like that, man. People like that, you don't have a ruling class mentality, right? If I'm gonna be a king or if I'm gonna be a ruler over Providence, I'm gonna have everything, the best of the best, every single nation of women, everything.
I don't know what that means. You have to elaborate on that.
One who likes to dabble in the mud.
I like to dabble in the mud. I'm a snow buddy.
All right.
My mom, she told my sister not to date a black man. I don't talk to her anymore. My sister went and dated a black man. I feel like it's like internalized racism. They're very racist, and they want you to stick to
say
your
I'm
culture.
racist and I only want you to date a white person.
And their excuse is always a black or a person of color did something to them in the past, and how they run with that hate for the rest of their life.
Here's why I will never, ever date a black man. What the fuck are you waiting for? I love black men. What you talking about?
Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming last.
Listen, I'm taking applicants, okay? I'm looking for a black American man to be my lover so that I can all I have to pay for is the flight over there, and then I can stay with you. And then you can drive me around. That's the only... I'm not asking you to pay for anything else, okay?
I know this is going to be controversial. Why are all black men so fucking charming? Just any small polite interaction in public, smile at you and they look directly in your eye.
And, you know, I had an Edomite woman today. She just started working at the hospital. And, you know, I don't have a couple conversations with her and whatnot. But today, in particular, I was washing my food container, you know, after I was getting some lunch. She came up and put her, like, head damn near on my chest and said, I don't know what it is, but I just feel so safe around you. And me saying, you know, I was just like, you know, I was kind of like drawn back because, you know, she was very, very close to me. And then I told her, you know, maybe we can find out what that means, you know. But nevertheless, you know, these women out here, man, you know, and it, for me, you know, and I'm just, you know, personally speaking, I mean, I never have a trouble, you know, catching the eye of a woman. I'm tall, you know, decent looking, you know, got some arms or whatnot. But nevertheless, you know, I get a lot of attention from these so-called white women. And, but they can sense something that's different about me because I kid you not, there's a Jake that I work with. I'm talking about we look just alike. We're from the same area. We're from the same area in Florida. Like, we look just alike, but nobody, you know, the women don't talk about him like that. So, you know, they can sense, you know, they can sense something. You know, they can sense something, a higher vibration. They can sense something. And they tell me that all the time, but you know, I'll be like, I'm a man of the Lord, you know, I don't be doing all of that. But I carry myself in a certain way that you can see, you know, you can see it. You can see it, you know?
They know your soul and you're like, wow.
Actually go to church and I be praying for a black boy. But just gotta, it's God's timing, you know.
Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming last. Your man
No, I'm being serious. My mom legit thought she could stop me. I was like 15, 16, and at this point, I already knew what I liked. The way I was getting punished for having a type is insane. So when she would try to lock me down, take my phone, I got creative. I'd go over to my friend's house, call her from the house phone there, remember the old landlines, and say I was there, and then I would leave to go see my boyfriend. I remember one time we also called her on three-way and acted like I was over there. I was really committed to seeing my boyfriend. I was never into drugs, alcohol, just boys, but I got in trouble for it. But I'm telling you, this is not a phase, this is not me.
This is how white girls get stolen by black men. He offered me Starbucks.
Oh yeah, you see it. I mean, ain't no way around it, Esau. Right? You through. You are through, and you've been exposed. Right? You've been exposed for who you truly are, and more and more people are waking up. More and more people are waking up to it, and more and more people are starting to realize, like, hey, we have a real big problem here, and how we're going to get rid of this problem. How we're going to get rid of this problem. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 4, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? And that's Esau Edom. Right? He told you he was the birth of civilization. It started with the Greeks, and he's all wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and he built built everything, the reason why the world is the way that it is today, and blah 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 blah. It's all lies, man. It's all lies. And you can't tell a lie forever, right? You can't tell a lie forever, Esau. This is Luke 12 and 2. It says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ears in the closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing this devil get exposed left and right. We're seeing, his lies, his trickery, right? Who the people of the Lord is, Jake is waking up. Jake is tapping in, but with that tapping in, comes, what word I'm looking for? It comes great humility, honing in and understanding what the time we living in, because, it's only worse from here. It ain't going to get better. It's going to get worse and worse until this thing, this man get taken out of the way, right? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning, right? We at the end of his age. We at the end of his rulership. We at the end of Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, right? The so-called white man today. His kingdom is going down. His queendom is going down, and everybody can see it. It's only a matter of time before this devil push the button, right? It's only a matter of time. So I hope you was edified. I hope you got some out of this. Hope to see you on the next video. Lord willing, shalom.